Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another installment of Pissing Me Off Video Game Edition. This one, it's the second time. We're going to do it again. You guys loved the first one. It popped off. Thank you so much. Love the comments, even the ones that didn't agree, but it's totally fine. Thank you for the engagement. Let's do this again, okay? More stuff about what's pissing me off about the game industry. Let's do this. When a game is clearly not ready for release, but the freaking microtransaction store works perfectly fine anyway. I hate microtransactions. That's just, I'm always gonna hate it. But I especially hate it when we get games where the game is awful. It's a glitchy mess. It's buggy. It crashes. Nothing that the publisher, developer promised happens. But you know what ends up working flawlessly every single time? The damn game store. Don't believe me? Remember Fallout 76? That game store never had an issue. Did it? Never. No glitches, no hiccups, no nothing. But everything else sucked. I hate it. Hate it. Also, if you haven't noticed, for the most part, this is going to be a lot more lighthearted than the first one. There's going to be like one or two topics that aren't going to be, but these ones kind of are. So there's that one. Confusing sequel names. What do I mean by this? I mean God of War. God of War. I mean Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. That's what I mean. Why can't we just do numbers again? That was cool. Final Fantasy does it. It still works. I think there's something special about Booty Call 3. Like, that sounds good. Okay? Don't make Booty Call 1 and then remake Booty Call 1 and just say Booty Call 1. No. Okay, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. Oh, they got remade to whole different games. What are they called now? Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. I don't like it. Cut it out. Be creative. Okay, do those cool, like, what's it called when they have, like, you know, the title name and then the colon, you know, that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, we got a bunch of Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think, are we on 8 yet? I don't know. And then you know what else we got? Resident Evil Code Veronica. That's tight. That's a cool name. God of War Ascension. Cool name. If you don't want to do numbers no more, put a cool name behind it. I don't know. Just be creative a little bit. Franchises that have yearly releases. I don't like this. This is mainly sports games. This is typically your Madden, your FIFA, your NBA 2K, even occasionally the WWE games. I don't like it. These, honestly, I'm a firm believer that these games, if they did one every 3 to 5 years, more people would play them because there would be way more improvement, quality of life changes, right? These games, I know for a fact, there is no reason. Look at me when I say this. There is no reason why they have to release these games each and every year and give us zero to any improvements, right? What I'm saying is make your stupid sports game. For the next 3 to 5 years, just update it. Update people's stats. Update if people got traded. They already do it. Why not just do that? And then when the next game comes out in a couple of years, it's actually improved. Another thing I'm also tired about with these yearly releases, they release every year and there's going to come a point where there's features that everyone likes and they take them out just so they can put them back in later and sell it right back to you. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Also, the yearly improvements are never that big or important. They never are. The graphics aren't improved that much. The gameplay doesn't feel that much better. And every time one of these games are reviewed, even if they're reviewed positively, the review always says, if you already own the last one, You don't have to get this one. It's more of the same, just a teensy bit better. We don't need it. Stop it. This one, I don't know if this is something that pissed me off or it's more of a nitpick, but weapon degradation. I hate it. It's why, honestly, on the real, this might be petty. It's why I can't get into those new Zelda games. The weapon degradation. I don't like it. Why are you degrading my weapon? For what? Oh, it's more realistic because real weapons. I don't care. It's a game. It's not real. Okay, stop. It's one of my biggest gripes with the original freaking, what is it? Dead Rising. The original Dead Rising. The game. The weapons don't be lasting that damn long. I don't like it. Only time I want strategy in my game is if I'm playing a strategy game. God. Next up, Nintendo. Not the games. They make fine games. It's the company. The company. Nintendo, the company. I don't like you. Y'all are some of the most money hungry, nickel and diming, non-consumer friendly fuckers out there. All that time that we were spending hating on EA, who did deserve it, hating on Activision Blizzard, who did deserve it, hating on Ubisoft, who did deserve it, we should have also been shitting on Nintendo. I didn't forget that, remember that Mario game you guys put out for like a limited time on your digital store? Why? Why was it limited? It was a digital release. Why was it limited? Because you wanted people to experience FOMO, so they had to buy it. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that you have a whole bunch of games in your retro library that people want to pay for. They want to give you money so they can play that game, and you're just like, no. And then you get mad when people just say, fuck it, we'll just pirate it. We'll just pirate it because you don't want to give it to us, and then you shut them down for doing that. You know how you stop piracy? Make the thing that people want to access accessible. Whoa. Nintendo, I hate you. I wrote down Ubisoft Blizzard, but I meant to say Activision Blizzard, but really, same thing. I just don't like y'all. I don't like y'all. I love when I'm like boycotting a company, but I didn't know I was boycotting them. I just haven't played any of their games because I don't like them. I don't like their games. Ubisoft doesn't make good games. I'm sorry. The last good game was like Far Cry 3. That was it. Blizzard, I'm gonna be real. I don't like Blizzard. I really only like Diablo 3 from them. And I saw when they were doing Diablo 4, I called it early. I said it's not going to be good. Once they were like, oh, we're going to do more in MMO open world, I knew it wasn't going to be good. And look who was right. Look who was right. My friend said I was crazy. My dad said I was crazy. And I'm not. Look who's crazy now. Probably still me because I'm ranting in front of a camera like there's people here, but I digress. I don't like those companies. I don't like them. Those are, again, money hungry, money grubbing, awful companies that low key make mediocre games, and I'm not playing them. I'm not. Console fanboys. You Sony ponies. Are they called Sony ponies? I don't know what the Xbox guys are. I don't know what Xbox people are called. I don't like console fanboys. I think it's weird. I think it's honestly, I think it's weird to be a fanboy or a stan of a specific brand. I think that's odd. I understand having a favorite brand because you trust the quality of the stuff that they make. Like for me, right? I like Levi's. I like Adidas. They make good quality stuff, and I've never had, any of those things break or anything on me. Right? But console fanboys, I don't get. Why are you mad that there is a game that was exclusive to your console that now is going to go to other systems that other people can also enjoy. Don't we all want that? Don't we all want everyone to enjoy the thing that we enjoy? What inspired me to put this on the list was when Ghost of Tsushima was announced, they're reporting it to the PC. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I played it on the PS4. It was one of the reasons I bought a PS4, was so I can play that. Loved it. I went to the community hub on Steam. Because, I want to see what people are saying about it. If people are excited. It's the exact opposite. There are people, full of people. It's full of people in that comment forum, whatever you want to call it, pissed off. Like, how dare you, Sony? You had a loyal fan base. We loved this game, and you're going to put it on the PC. This is a slap in the face to all your Sony fans. That doesn't make sense to me because the game is still available on the PS4, and I'm pretty sure, I think the PS5 has I'm pretty sure there's like a PS5 version, but I'm like, what are you talking about? You console fanboys are weird. I don't understand it. Like, I get preferring one console over another. I get that. What I don't get is being mad that a game that was exclusive to your thing is now going somewhere else so other people can enjoy it and have a good time. It doesn't make sense to me. Why are you mad that there's this thing that you enjoy and other people are now going to be able to enjoy it too? I don't get it. I don't like y'all. Y'all are weird. You're weird. This next one really grinds my gears. I don't know if y'all heard of this. I don't know if it's true. I'm not a journalist. I'm just saying stuff for entertainment purposes. Apparently, the PS5's life cycle is already about to end, and that only pisses me off because it feels like this cycle of the PlayStation never had a chance to really pop off. It never really had a chance to do anything or go anywhere. Is that just me? And also, it doesn't help for the first 2 or 3 years, people couldn't get them. What do you mean you're already about to end the cycle? You're winding it down. For the first part of its life cycle, people couldn't get it. You didn't make enough of them. I think that's just weird. Maybe I'm just getting old and I don't like the fact that time is flying by, but I don't know. When I heard that they're winding down the PS5's life cycle, I was like, you barely have any must-have games on there. What do you mean you're winding down? I don't know. This next one is one that might be controversial. It's one that I'm surprised that's actually pissing me off now, and it is open world games. As a youth, if you asked me my favorite genre of gaming, I would tell you open world. Now, I'm 32. When I see a game is open world, it's a huge red flag for me, and it immediately tells me it's going to be an incredibly empty, boring game. I think open world gaming peaked with Red Dead 2. I think that's where it peaked, and that is where we've stopped. There's plenty to do in that game, right? GTA does it well. I think Ghost of Tsushima does it well. And Red Dead, I think, does it the best. I don't want to flip you guys off. I think Red Dead does it the best. But most of the time, when I see something as open world, it just says to me, it's going to be boring, and it's just an excuse for you to have to run across the map to pad out the timing. And it's not for me anymore. It's not for me. And I think that's why I've been flocking more towards turn-based games, like Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate, I feel like, is it correct to call Baldur's Gate a semi-open world? I like that, where it's still linear, as in there is a story for you to do, but you can do it whichever way you want, right? You can go anywhere, but not really, you know what I mean? I prefer that over just do whatever. I don't like it. Also, it can be a bit overwhelming for me as well. So it's a bias. It's a bias. I'm aware it's a bias. There's people mad at Larian because they're not taking advantage of us and nickel and diming us. There are people legit mad that Larian is not going to put out some cash grab DLC. Why? Why? I am completely happy and content with what Larian did with Baldur's Gate 3. I believe they made, if not a complete game, as complete as a game as you can get. I think what we got was already great. What we got is already filled with so much content. I have never gotten to like the end of a game and just had to stop because there's too much for me to do. I have played through Baldur's Gate. Maybe, I think I'm on my 7th playthrough right now. Dark Urge, Dragonborn, Paladin of Vengeance. I have this thing where I get to Act 3. I do a bunch of the quests, but I don't finish it, and I just redo the game again with a new character. I've beaten Baldur's Gate all the way through one time, and that's my first playthrough. All the others, I'm like, no, this is too much. I'm gonna play until I get overwhelmed and it becomes too much, and I'm just gonna restart with a whole new thing, and I have a blast every time. I don't get that from other games, and personally, I don't understand what more you want. Larian gave us a full, wonderful experience. I don't think we need more. It'd be nice if we had more. I know we want more, but we don't need it. And plus, the modding community is killing it right now in that game. So, but I don't know what more you want. They did great. I'm glad that they're still going to give us continuous updates and improvements. That's awesome. But like, let them move on. Let them make something else that hopefully also blows our minds. Okay, this last one is actually going to be like the serious one, and I'm going to be real with y'all, okay? This is about Sweet Baby Inc. This is about the so-called Gamergate 2. I think this is dumb. Extremely dumb. Sweet Baby Inc. is not some boogeyman, okay? They're not some like woke menace coming to get you. They are just a consulting company. What that means is another company is going to go to them and just go, hey, is anything we have in here racist, homophobic, sexist, whatever, problematic? If so, let us know how we can fix it. That's it. That's all that company does. Sweet Baby Inc. is not what I would consider an evil company, not even a good company, just a company that exists and has a job. And these video game companies don't even have to consult with them. They simply choose to because they want their games to be just a little bit more inclusive. That's all. Okay, and I'm going to be real with you. If you think the worst thing going on in gaming right now is the wokeness, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you don't think the worst stuff is the exploitation of workers, the greedy executives, the nickel and diming of us consumers, the fact that there are so many games being taken offline to where you can no longer play them. None of these are problems for you. The fact that we are paying way too much to play these games that most of the times aren't even good, that isn't a big problem to you. The problem to you is there's lesbians, there's some trans people, there's some black people. Like, come on. Like, for real. I remember a time, I'm gonna sound old. I remember a time when games were just bad because they were bad. Right? I remember when a game was bad because the gameplay was bad. The writing was bad. The graphics were bad. The story was bad. The characters were bad. It didn't feel right to play. It was glitchy. It was buggy. It crashed all the time. Those were the reasons why games were bad. Now, Games are no longer allowed to be bad just because they're poorly made. They now have to be bad because it's woke. A game is now bad because there's a trans character. Oh, because the main character is a black woman. Oh, because there's some themes about racism. That's not why these games are bad. I promise you. I promise you. In each and every category, if something is bad, it's not because it's woke. It's because it's bad. It's because it's poorly made. That's the issue. And honestly, I firmly believe most of the people rallying and doing the rallying cry about this is Gamergate 2, fuck Sweet Baby Inc., they're grifters. These are people who 100% do not care about the game industry. They're not tapped in. They just want to make you mad. It's rage bait. They want to piss you off. You have to not let them. This Sweet Baby Inc. shit is not serious. It's not real. They're just a company that exists and does a job. That's all. We got to get over this. There's bigger issues at hand. All right, y'all? I'm sorry I had to make that serious, but I did because I feel like it's getting too crazy. This was the second installment of Pissing Me Off Video Game Edition. I have an anime edition in the works. I have a movie edition and a horror movie edition under the works. And I have another one in the works that I'm not going to share right now because it might be a bit controversial and I don't want. I'm working on other stuff for you guys. Again, thank you guys for the engagement in the last video. It meant a lot. And just, yeah, I'm going to try to keep having these out for you. You know, I want to keep creating. I want to keep flexing my creative muscles, you know. So, yeah. But you guys have a good day. Just play video games and enjoy them. Okay? Enjoy yourself. All right? Play the games that you want to play and don't play the games that you don't want to play. I think that's simple. Okay? And also, let people play the games they want to play. Okay? You don't gotta want to play it. You don't gotta like it. But like, let people enjoy things. Like, come on. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Be good people. And just have fun. Have fun. All right.